Notice how you've already been doing this. When someone throws a jab at you, you're too much, you're not enough. What happens? Part of you braces, another part deflates. But sometimes, remember this, you laugh it off. You already know how to let judgment slide. You've done it before. That's your unconscious proving it's possible. Think of it like a coat hook. Insults only stick if you've got empty hooks hanging around inside you. But when you've already embraced your shadows, when you've owned your quirks, your messiness, your brilliance, those hooks are gone. Nothing for the insult to land on. It slides right off, like egg off a Teflon pan. And isn't that the whole trick? Integration is armour. But not armour of steel. It's armour of transparency. Nobody can stab fog. There was once a fool in a village. People mocked him daily. One day he carried a mirror, and whenever someone spat words at him, he held it up. The villagers got bored. Why? Because when you reflect back what people throw, they see it's theirs, not yours. That's the same with you. Once you integrate, every judgment is just a mirror they're staring into. Science tells us the brain's threat system lights up when judged. The same pathways as physical pain, but here's the kicker. Neuroplasticity rewires that response. The more you expose yourself while staying whole, the less reactive you become. You build resilience circuits like muscle fibers. Next time someone judges you, try this micro move. Breathe in, smile slightly, and say in your head, "Thanks for the free data point." That reframe rewires the sting into curiosity. Look, people are going to judge you no matter what the fuck you do. Wear the mask, they'll judge the mask. Take it off, they'll judge the face. So what? At least when you're real, their judgment hits the true you. And that shit feels lighter, because you're not carrying the weight of pretending. If you keep hiding, you'll waste decades auditioning for approval in a play that no one else is watching. But if you show up raw, some people will flinch, but the right ones, the ones who matter, they'll lean in closer. Long term, that's the only sustainable path. Integration isn't self-indulgence, it's energy efficiency. Cognitive dissonance burns glucose like a leaky faucet. Suppressing parts of yourself, it's metabolically expensive. Integration, it's coherence. Just like in physics, coherence creates constructive interference. Waves adding to each other instead of cancelling out. That's literally more energy for you to live with. Don't integrate, fine. Life will just keep handing you critics until you finally face the parts of yourself that you've shoved in the basement. Shadow ignored becomes demon. Shadow embraced becomes ally. That's karma, not punishment, but feedback. And you could notice now how every judgment that you feared before already begins to lose its grip. You can remember the times you laughed at criticisms and realize you can generalize that skill everywhere. You already integrate unconsciously at night when you dream. Why not let that integration flow into waking life? Imagine a house with many rooms. You've locked some doors, afraid of the mess inside, but here's the twist. When you unlock them, you find treasures, tools, even allies waiting in the dark. And once you've walked through every room, the house is whole. So let them judge the house. It doesn't matter. You're finally at home inside it. People will judge you, whether you play small or play loud. might as well let them choke on the real flavour. Integration isn't just survival, it's liberation.